Your job is to learn how to move to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. Unfortunately, we were indoctrinated to work on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, which is trading time for money. If you trade time for money, you will always be broke. The fact is, very few people retire with $1 million. At 4%, that's about $50,000 in retirement income. Ask yourself a question. Can you truly retire off $50,000 a month with prices right now? And imagine where they'll be in the future? So your job is to move to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. What does that mean? So there's multiple ways you can do it. To move from the left side of the cash flow quadrant to the right side of the cash flow quadrant is going from trading time for money and allowing money to free up your time. Let me give you an example. So just because someone's a doctor and they're making $500,000 a year does not truly mean they're building wealth. They're still trading time for money. And that money that comes in based on the time traded, if they're not growing and securing that wealth, they're in no better position other than physical material things than the person who's working at a gas station trading time for money. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can become an investor and invest in vehicles that while you're sleeping, you're earning income. Number two is you can become an entrepreneur. Now here's the risk part of not understanding what becoming an entrepreneur means. Many people leave corporate America to become an entrepreneur and they end up becoming a worker in their own company. So if you become an entrepreneur, you need to scale your business so you're not working in the business. The great thing about being an entrepreneur or an owner of multiple companies is you can provide employment, safety, and security for your people. And if you're a really good entrepreneur, you can do things like profit sharing and different incentives to motivate and inspire them to greatness. Like I said, on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, you are no longer trading time for money. You are using your money to secure it, to grow it, to invest it, so it makes money 24 hours a day. So let's recap. If you clock in and clock out for money, you will always be enslaved to money. As you put your money in the bank, there's people taking your money and putting it on the right side of the cash flow quadrant. So the great thing about this time, it's the biggest shift in generational wealth in history. When you get into these boom and bust cycles like cryptocurrency, internet, auto booms, if you hit the right cycle, you can make a large amount of wealth and start this process of getting to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. But if you do decide to become an entrepreneur, make sure you know how to scale that company so you're not becoming an employee within your own business. I know I repeat the same things over and over again, but we must, because what we repeatedly do becomes an unconscious activity. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go. Love you guys. Join my 120-day challenge. There is no get rich quick. Link in bio. Love you guys. See you on the inside.